things that we've been talking about in the last couple of weeks, there was a lot of legislation this year for California.
Yes.
And it was so much of it that it could be overwhelming and confusing,
Right.
and then things change, and we constantly need updates. And you have some updates on some very important things, right?
We're really excited because we actually have, after going through the long legislative process, 7 autism-related bills survived.
Okay.
And that's very exciting. A lot of them went through the entire process without a single vote against them, which is just amazing. Okay. That shows that we have in California enormous legislative support for the autism community. We're really excited about that. But now these bills are sitting on Governor Brown's desk. If you're in California, you know our governor is Jerry Brown. And we want him to sign these bills. And last year, we went through a similar process with some bills that are kind of similar as well. And Governor Brown chose not to sign the bills. So we really need a populist push right now. We need people in the autism community to make their voices heard and to encourage Governor Brown to sign the bills. And most of these bills came out of an autism task force convened by Senator Steinberg to address some of the disparity issues at regional centers. And those bills are all about incorporating elements of linguistic and cultural competency in regional center services. So if your family's not originally from the United States, if English isn't their first language, the regional center can be a little bit more friendly.
Yeah.
So,
one of the things that we know is that depending upon where you live, the services are different for you, right? That's one of the things that, while we don't love it, we accept it in the autism community. But it really is galling to me as a person who has spoke English from a very young age.
Yeah.
Right? It was the only language spoken in my household, and it was tough for me to negotiate the system.
Absolutely.
So what is it like for families that English is not their first language?
Well, we have a scary statistic that 79% of all individuals who approach a regional center for help never return after the first visit. And
oh my goodness.
And 50% of the homes in California are Spanish-speaking homes. So if we're not going to incorporate elements of cultural and linguistic diversity, make sure that forms, paperwork, discussions are in the language that the families are comfortable with, then we're never going to be able to really address this disparity issue successfully.
And I think we all can agree that this just cannot continue.
No, this is
I can't imagine anybody being against this.
If you look at, from a financial perspective, if you aren't personally invested in the effort to secure autism treatment for individuals, then you need to look at the financial perspective for a society that doesn't help these individuals. They are just going to end up being a much greater cost to society as time goes by. All the research shows that we need to get help early to people, whether it's autism or anything else.